Welcome to the story that changed the course of humanity. Today, I will talk about Noah and the Ark. In this moment, we will explore how the corruption of humanity led to an apocalyptic event and how the faith of one man saved the future of life on Earth. In this video, you will discover the details of the construction of the Ark, the selection of the animals, the flood, and the eternal covenant I made with Noah. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to face a global catastrophe and emerge with new hope? This video will not only take you through the most dramatic and emotional moments of this story, but also show you valuable lessons about faith, perseverance, and renewal that can transform your life today. I love you all and have a purpose for each of your lives. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more powerful and inspiring stories. Let's discover together the power of faith and redemption in the story of Noah's Ark. The corruption of humanity. In the beginning, I created the earth in perfect harmony, with all creatures living in peace and prosperity. But over time, I observed that humanity, to whom I gave the gift of life and the responsibility to care for creation, began to stray from the path of righteousness and goodness. Wickedness multiplied in the hearts of men, and the earth, which was once a paradise, became a place of violence and corruption. My heart filled with sorrow as I saw the depravity spreading among the children of men. I saw how they gave themselves over to greed, envy, hatred, and lust, forgetting the love and compassion that once united their souls. The cities, once vibrant with life and joy, became places of cruelty and despair. As the Creator, I felt the pain of my creation. The cries of the innocent and the agony of the oppressed reached me, and I realized that I needed to act to purify the earth and restore order and justice. In my infinite wisdom and justice, I decided that humanity could not continue like this, allowing corruption to destroy all that was good and pure. Yet, amid this darkness, there was one man who found favor in my eyes. Noah, a righteous and blameless man, walked with me despite the depravity around him. His faith and obedience stood out in a world steeped in sin. He and his family remained steadfast in their principles, rejecting the temptations that had corrupted their peers. It was then that I decided to entrust Noah with a sacred mission, a plan to save creation from the impending disaster. Through him, I would give humanity a new chance, an opportunity to start over and learn from the mistakes of the past. Though my heart was heavy with the necessity of purification, it was also filled with hope for the renewal that was to come. And so, with a heart both sorrowful and hopeful, I began to reveal to Noah the plan that would change the course of history. The Ark would be built, and through it, a new era of hope and redemption would arise for humanity. Noah, God's chosen one. Amid the corruption that spread across the world, Noah stood out as a beacon of righteousness and faith. He was a just man, blameless in his actions, and walked with me in sincerity and devotion. It was then that I decided to reveal to him my plan to save creation. I said to Noah, "The end of all flesh has come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them, and behold, I will destroy them with the earth. Make yourself an ark of gopher wood, make rooms in the ark and cover it inside and outside with pitch." With these words, I gave Noah detailed instructions on how to build the ark. The vision of the great vessel took shape in his mind. It would be 300 cubits long, 50 cubits wide, and 30 cubits high, with a window at the top and a door on the side. It would be a robust structure, capable of housing all the species of living beings I had created, protecting them from the waters that were to come. Noah, in his unwavering faith, did not question my instructions. He began to work diligently, day and night, following every detail I had given him. His sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, joined him in the monumental task. Meanwhile, the society around him mocked and disbelieved. Men continued in their wicked ways, unable to perceive the impending destruction approaching. Despite the scorn and disbelief, Noah persevered. He trusted in my words and knew that his obedience was crucial for the survival of all life on earth. His dedication and faith were a testament to his integrity and the love he held for me. As the ark took shape, I gave Noah a new instruction. "Of every living thing of all flesh, you shall bring 2 of every sort into the ark, to keep them alive with you. They shall be male and female. With this guidance, Noah and his family began to prepare to undertake this mission. The call of the animals. With the ark ready, the time had come to prepare for the great journey ahead. I, the Lord, guided Noah's steps, and now it was time to bring into the ark the living creatures that would be saved from the floodwaters. Of every living thing of all flesh, you shall bring 2 of every sort into the ark, to keep them alive with you. They shall be male and female. Thus I commanded Noah, and he, in his faith and obedience, followed my instructions meticulously. The heavens and the earth obeyed my command, and from all corners the animals began to move towards the ark. Noah and his sons prepared the compartments, ensuring that each creature had its space and comfort. The animals came in pairs, male and female, just as I had said. From the largest to the smallest, from the fiercest to the gentlest, all responded to my call. Lions walked side by side with lambs, and the birds of the sky took shelter alongside the beasts of the earth. Each found its place in the great vessel that would be their refuge during the storm to come. The sight of the animals entering the ark was a testament to my power and Noah's obedience. As the animals settled in, Noah and his family made the final preparations. They stored enough food and water to sustain everyone during their time in the ark. There was a sense of urgency, but also of hope. They knew that despite the destruction that was imminent, there was a promise of rebirth and renewal. The people around them continued in their disbelief, mocking Noah and his family. They did not understand the gravity of the situation, blinded by their own corruption. But Noah, strengthened by his faith, was not shaken. He knew that salvation lay in obeying my word and that his mission was vital for the future of humanity. With all the preparations complete and the animals safe in the ark, Noah and his family also entered. I, the Lord, closed the door behind them, sealing them in safety. The ark was ready to face the flood, protected by my promise. The clouds thickened and the rain began to fall. The earth was about to undergo a great process of purification. Noah, his family, and the animals were protected in the ark, and through them, life would continue. Noah's faith and obedience ensured the survival and hope of a new beginning for all creation, the flood. And then the gates of heaven opened, and the springs of the great deep were broken up. The rain began to fall, first in gentle drops, then in overwhelming torrents. For 40 days and 40 nights the waters covered the earth. The destruction I had promised was coming to pass. Inside the ark, Noah, his family, and the animals were protected. The sound of the rain beating against the wood and the roar of the waters were constant. But the ark remained steadfast, floating on the waves. It was a symbol of my promise and the salvation I offered to those who trusted in me. The waters rose and covered the highest mountains, and all flesh that moved upon the earth perished. Men, creatures, birds of the heavens, everything that had the breath of life died. The earth was being purified, freed from the corruption and violence that had dominated it. For 150 days the waters prevailed upon the earth. Inside the ark, Noah and his family tended to the animals, kept their faith, and waited for the moment when I, the Lord, would cause the waters to recede. It was a time of reflection, renewing their trust in me and preparing for the new beginning that was to come. I remembered Noah and all the animals and livestock that were with him in the ark. I caused a wind to blow over the earth, and the waters began to recede. The springs of the deep and the gates of heaven were closed, and the rain from the heavens was restrained. Gradually the waters receded until, on the 17th day of the 7th month, the ark came to rest on the mountains of Ararat. Noah waited patiently, knowing that the time of purification was coming to an end. He sent out a raven, which flew back and forth until the waters dried up from the earth. Then he sent out a dove to see if the waters had receded. The dove, however, found no place to rest and returned to him in the ark. Noah reached out his hand, took the dove, and brought it back into the ark. He waited another 7 days and again sent the dove out from the ark. That evening the dove returned to him, and behold, it brought a freshly plucked olive leaf in its beak. So Noah knew that the waters had receded from the earth. He waited yet another 7 days and sent out the dove again, but this time it did not return to him. Then On the first day of the first month of the 601st year, the waters had dried up from the earth. Noah removed the covering of the ark and looked, and behold, the surface of the ground was dry. By the 27th day of the second month, the earth was completely dry. And I spoke to Noah, saying, "Come out of the ark, you and your wife and your sons and their wives with you. Bring out every kind of living creature that is with you, the birds, the animals, and all the creatures that move along the ground, so they can multiply on the earth and be fruitful and increase in number on it." So Noah came out, together with his sons and his wife and his sons' wives. All the animals and all the creatures that move along the ground and all the birds, everything that moves on the land, came out of the ark, one kind after another. In gratitude, Noah built an altar to the Lord, and taking some of all the clean animals and clean birds, he sacrificed burnt offerings on it. The earth was purified, and life began to flourish again. I, the Lord, looked upon Noah's sacrifice and accepted it with pleasure. And I said in my heart, "Never again will I curse the ground because of humans, even though every inclination of the human heart is evil from childhood. And never again will I destroy all living creatures as I have done." God's covenant with Noah. With the end of the flood and the earth dry once again, a new chapter in the history of humanity was beginning. Noah and his family, along with the animals, emerged from the ark to a renewed land, free from the corruption and violence that once dominated it. The purity of the air, the clarity of the sky, and the vitality of nature reflected the new hope that I, the Lord, had brought to the world. Noah, recognizing the grace and mercy that had been granted to them, built an altar in my honor. He offered sacrifices of gratitude, and I accepted them with pleasure. The sweet aroma rose to me, and in my heart I promised, "Never again will I curse the ground because of humans, even though every inclination of the human heart is evil from childhood. And never again will I destroy all living creatures as I have done." Thus, I established a covenant with Noah and his descendants, and with all living creatures that were with him. I now establish my covenant with you and with your descendants after you, and with every living creature that was with you. The birds, the livestock, and all the wild animals, all those that came out of the ark with you, every living creature on earth. I establish my covenant with you. Never again will all life be destroyed by the waters of a flood. Never again will there be a flood to destroy the earth. To seal this eternal promise, I placed my bow in the clouds and said, "This is the sign of the covenant I am making between me and you and every living creature with you, a covenant for all generations to come. I have set my rainbow in the clouds, and it will be the sign of the covenant between me and the earth. Whenever I bring clouds over the earth and the rainbow appears in the clouds, I will remember my covenant between me and you and all living creatures of every kind. Never again will the waters become a flood to destroy all life. Whenever the rainbow appears in the clouds, I will see it and remember the everlasting covenant between God and all living creatures of every kind on the earth." Thus, the rainbow became the perpetual symbol of my covenant with all creation, a reminder that even in the face of corruption and evil, my mercy and love prevail. Noah and his descendants received the promise of a future, a new opportunity to live in righteousness and prosperity under my protection. The story of Noah is a testament to the importance of faith and obedience. He and his family trusted in my words and followed my instructions, even when everything around them seemed lost. Their perseverance ensured the continuity of life and the renewal of the earth. May the story of Noah inspire everyone to seek righteousness, to trust in me, and to live with hope, knowing that my covenant of love is eternal and unbreakable. And so, humanity began anew, with the promise that never again would a flood destroy all life. Noah, his sons, and their wives prospered, multiplying and filling the earth with new generations, living under the rainbow of my covenant and under the protection of my eternal love. I promised never again to destroy the earth with a flood. The rainbow in the sky is a perpetual sign of my covenant with all living creatures. Even in the face of corruption, my mercy and love are eternal. May the story of Noah be a reminder of the power of faith and hope in the midst of adversity. May you, hearing these words, find in your heart the strength to follow the path of righteousness and goodness, always trusting in my love and my promise of redemption. Interesting facts about Noah and the Ark. Construction of the Ark. The construction of the Ark was a colossal project for Noah and his family. According to the Bible, God instructed Noah to build the ark with cypress wood and to cover it with pitch inside and out to make it waterproof. The ark had 3 stories and internal compartments to house all the animals. Its dimensions were approximately 450 feet long, 75 feet wide, and 45 feet high, making it a gigantic vessel for its time. Capacity of the ark. It is estimated that the ark had enough space to accommodate thousands of animals. Noah was instructed to take a pair of each species of animal, 1 male and 1 female, as well as 7 pairs of the animals considered clean. Studies suggest that the ark could have housed about 40,000 to 70,000 animals, depending on their size and species, along with supplies to feed them during the flood. Duration of the flood. The flood lasted 40 days and 40 nights, but Noah and his family remained in the ark for much longer. In total, they stayed in the ark for about 1 year and 10 days, from the beginning of the flood until the waters fully receded and the land dried enough for them to safely disembark. Ark as a symbol of salvation. Noah's Ark is often seen as a symbol of salvation and redemption. Just as the ark saved Noah and his family from destruction, it is interpreted as a representation of divine protection and faith in God. For many Christians, the ark also symbolizes the salvation offered by Jesus Christ. Resting on Mount Ararat. After the flood, the ark came to rest on the mountains of Ararat, located in the region that corresponds to present-day Turkey. Mount Ararat is an archaeological and religious point of interest, with several expeditions over the years attempting to find remnants of the ark. Despite many searches, the exact location of the ark remains a mystery. God's covenant with Noah. After the flood, God made a covenant with Noah, promising never to destroy the earth with a flood again. As a sign of this covenant, God placed the rainbow in the sky. This covenant is one of the first explicit agreements between God and humanity mentioned in the Bible, representing divine mercy and the promise of protection and continuity of life on earth. Inclusion of all living beings. The story of Noah's Ark highlights the importance of all God's creation. Noah was tasked with saving not only his family, but also all species of animals, birds, and creatures that crawl on the earth. This demonstrates the value God places on all forms of life, emphasizing the interconnectedness and importance of biodiversity in the divine plan. These facts not only illustrate the magnitude of the task Noah was given, but also emphasize the themes of faith, obedience, and redemption that are central to the biblical narrative of the flood. Reflecting on the story of Noah's Ark, we are reminded of God's immense love and mercy for all creation. Even in the face of corruption and chaos, God did not abandon humanity. Instead, He provided a path of salvation and renewal, showing that despite our failings, His love remains constant and unchanging. The promise God made to Noah, sealed with the rainbow, is a powerful testament to His faithfulness and His desire to protect and guide those who trust in Him. Just as the ark was a safe refuge for Noah and his family, God's love is an eternal shelter for all of us. We hope this story has touched your heart and renewed your faith in divine goodness and mercy. We would love to hear what you thought of this video and how this message has impacted your life. Please leave your comment below, share your reflections, and if possible, your personal experiences of how God's love has been evident in your life. Your participation is very important to us and helps spread this message of hope and love. May God bless you and your family today and always.